Dr. Thomas Brewer here with another weekly health update. This week I'm going to talk about what I call the carbohydrate hierarchy. So this list essentially follows the same line as the glycemic index. People think that carbohydrates are bad, and nothing could be further from the truth. Carbohydrates are a macronutrient, and you must have them at every single meal, just like you should have proteins and fats at every single meal. The issue is the source of the carbohydrate, not the fact that these foods contain carbohydrates. So, the best source of carbohydrates are vegetables, and I recommend you have vegetables at every meal. I'm not saying you need to be a vegetarian. I'm not saying you need to be a vegan. You just need to eat vegetables. Second in line are fruits, and the reason fruits are second is because fruits contain a sugar called fructose, which converts to glucose very quickly. But the reason they're still high on the list is fruits contain vitamins, minerals, enzymes, and antioxidants, so they're still very high. Third is whole grains, and so these three are in blue because they're all pretty good. The problem with grains in general, we should not eat a lot of grains. They do fill us up, and that's where they get the term the starchy carbohydrates. Whole grains are far better than processed grains, but again, whole grains are down on the list. Now, when we get to the red, now we're in the problem areas. Processed grains, very high glycemic index, and not a lot of nutrition. All the way down to sugar, this would be sucrose or white sugar, very high glycemic index, and really no nutritional value. And it gets worse than sugar. There's high fructose corn syrup, which is essentially concentrated sugar. Sugar and high fructose corn syrup find their way into a lot of foods, even condiments like ketchup and barbecue sauce. So this is where we tend to get into trouble. Even if we're not adding sugar to our food, high fructose corn syrup and sugars are even in coffee creamers. So beware of these hidden sources, even if you're not adding sugar to your food. Remember, you want to have carbohydrates at every meal. You want to have fats at every meal. You want to have protein at every meal. Most people don't have a problem with choosing a protein, such as a meat, a fish, nuts, seeds, eggs, or beans. Also with fats, people don't have too much trouble knowing good fat sources, olive oil, coconut oil, avocado oil, versus bad fat sources, vegetable oils, corn oil, and the worst, canola oil. So where we tend to have an issue is in the carbohydrate hierarchy. So thanks for watching this video, and again, we do this every week. Stay tuned, and how healthy are you? That should be